everyone and welcome to my laser eye surgery vlog with Optical Express. This is my first ever vlog, so please bear with me. Yes, it's all new to me, but I am pleased that this is my first ever vlog because I feel like this is something that a lot of people will find really interesting and hopefully it'll be really helpful. I know that from my experiences, if I'd have had a blogger or even just a friend who had made a video like this, I think I would find it really useful and encouraging. And yeah, it's going to be a really honest and just informative review, I guess, of my experience. I've got quite a few things I want to cover, so I'm going to try and not waffle too much, even though I feel like I could honestly talk about this for hours. I've got a few pointers here that I want to cover and I've just put them on my laptop. So if you see me looking down here, I'm just kind of making sure that I cover all the points that I want to discuss. So yeah, here we go. So basically, I've worn glasses ever since I can remember. I must have been about 6 years old when I got my first pair of glasses. And that was because I was short-sighted, so I can obviously see things in short, but couldn't see like the whiteboard at school. So I got glasses so that I could see the whiteboard, and then gradually over time my eyesight has just got worse and worse and worse until I have now got quite poor vision. So my eyesight is minus 4.75, so anyone that wears glasses will be able to put that into perspective. So I can't legally drive without my glasses or contacts. For instance, if I didn't have my glasses on now, I wouldn't be able to see the keys on my laptop here. I can't really see small writing at an arm's length. So yeah, it's quite bad and it affects my everyday life. So about 6 years ago I started wearing contact lenses, and I happily wore contacts for about, I would say, 5 years. So yeah, I used to wear my contacts all the time, so I wasn't really wearing my glasses much over the past 5 years. But then about a year ago it all changed really, because I don't know what happened, but my eyes just wouldn't accept my contact lenses anymore. And apparently that's not unusual if you've worn contacts over a long period of time. But yeah, they basically got to the point where I would just put them in my eyes, and after 2 minutes my eyes would just be so itchy, I would just want to kind of scratch my eyes to pieces. I developed papillary conjunctivitis, which isn't like normal conjunctivitis, it's not an infection like that, but basically it's where the lining of your eyelid on the inside becomes bumpy, and obviously contact lenses irritate that and make it worse, so it's like a vicious cycle. So every time I was wearing my contact lenses it was irritating my eyes, and that's what basically led them to become unwearable anymore. So that leads me on to really the point where I decided that I needed to have laser eye surgery really. I guess it's always kind of been on my mind over the past 4 years that one day I'd get laser eye surgery. Like people would be like, oh, would you ever consider laser eye surgery? And I'd be like, yeah, definitely, I know that one day I'll get it. But since this thing that's happened with my contact lenses just being unbearable to wear, that's kind of given me the push to actually go from, yeah, one day I'll get laser eye surgery, to actually I need to kind of pursue this now. So in a weird way I'm kind of glad that the whole thing with the contacts has happened, because if I hadn't have had that, it wouldn't have given me the push to kind of go for my first appointment. So yeah, now I am pursuing laser eye surgery with Optical Express. And another factor really, I guess, is that I just feel like I've kind of done my time with wearing glasses and contacts. Like I've worn glasses since I was 6 years old maybe, and obviously I feel like most people, you wear glasses occasionally when you're younger, and then before you know it you're a fully fledged glasses wearer and you're wearing your glasses or contacts every day, and it becomes a massive part of your life. And another thing is that I don't want to, you know, wait until I'm 30 or say 5 years time and look back and think, why didn't I do this sooner? So I just don't want to have that regret. And I know some people have said, oh, you're quite young to have this done, you might have to have it done again if your eyes deteriorate. And I think, well, at least that's an option. They're not saying once you have it done once you can't have it done ever again. So if that does happen and my eyes do deteriorate, you can have like a top up, I don't know what the name is, of like laser eye surgery. And another thing is that I plan to do some travelling early next year, and I just feel like having this done now and being able to, well, hopefully if all goes well, have the good eyesight will make such a big impact on that experience. Yeah, so at the moment I do feel like my eyesight holds me back. Just with little things really on a day-to-day basis, but mainly I would say my confidence. Sometimes I feel like I do hide behind my glasses quite a lot, and it's weird really, because if you look on my Instagram or on my social, obviously that's a massive part of my life. I'm not wearing my glasses in any of my pictures. I mean, if you catch me on Snapchat, I'll occasionally be wearing my glasses, but I always take my glasses off and like all my photos and everything, because I guess I just feel like that's not really me. I don't know, it's really hard to describe, but I just don't feel like that's me. And I feel like once I've had this done, I'll just be able to not worry about that anymore. In terms of impact that it will have on my life, I think it's going to have a massive impact, like probably more than what I even can imagine right now, just because wearing glasses is a massive part of my life. Because at the moment, just simple things, and especially when I was wearing my contact lenses, putting on makeup is just difficult really. And if you've got the smallest amount of like eyeshadow dust go in your eye, or trying to put on, the amount of times I tried to put on false eyelashes and my contacts have fallen out, I just lost count, because it's just such a nightmare. So my thoughts at the moment are, I'm going through stages of being really nervous and then really excited and not nervous. So it's a bit of an emotional roller coaster at the moment. I'm trying my best not to like YouTube laser eye surgery or Google it, because I don't really feel like that's going to do me any good in terms of going through with it on the day. Like, I know I don't need any reassurance that this is what I'm doing. I've booked it, I'm going ahead with it. So I'm trying to stay blissfully unaware. It's all in this information booklet that they've given me as well, what to expect and what they give me after, and all post-treatment advice after 24 hours. So yeah, I've got it all in my booklet, but to be honest, at the moment, I probably shouldn't say this, but I'm trying not to look at it too much, because I'm already quite nervous. Obviously, like, I don't really know what I'm nervous about. I think I'm not nervous about it going wrong. I'm not worried about it being painful. I think I'm just worried about it being a bit of a scary experience. I guess it kind of is a bit of a scary experience, so it's best to just kind of try and not think about it, even though that's so much easier said than done. Yeah, I guess you just have to try and embrace that and just think the whole procedure takes 15 minutes, so literally that's just a drop in the ocean compared to, I don't know, it'll be over in no time, and I've just got to get on with it basically and do it, because I know that it's just gonna have such a positive impact on my life. Yeah, so I also wanted to just speak to you about what I've done so far to get to where I am now. So obviously I am 2 days away from my treatment. I'm having my treatment on Monday. It's Saturday today. So about a month ago now I had my initial appointment, and that was actually to assess if I was eligible to have laser eye surgery. Because what I didn't actually realise is that not everyone can actually have it done. So I went for my initial consultation and had loads of tests done. Some of them are like similar to what you have on a normal eye test, but then I had a few extra ones that I hadn't had before, like when they blow air into your eye and you have to sit there with your eyes like that. So yeah, I had loads of tests done, and then during that I guess I was nervous that they were going to say that I couldn't have it done. So when they told me that I was eligible, I was just so excited, and I booked in my second appointment straight away, and that's basically stage 2, which is like you talk to your surgeon and they do further tests on your eyes and yeah, get you prepped and ready to go. And then my next one is actually the surgery itself. And in terms of my actual treatment, I'm having the LASIK with eye design. So the eye design is like an extra thing where, I think it's because I've got astigmatism, a slight astigmatism in both my eyes. They recommend that for the best results basically. But yeah, I know there's 2 types, LASIK and LASAK. So yeah, after my initial appointment they gave me this information booklet. loads of info, but like I said, I haven't paid too much attention to it. I know I probably shouldn't say that, just because I don't want to start scaring myself. Like, I've had to read through this, I think it's 1, 2, 3, hold on, 4, 5, 6. There's a 6-page document, and basically before I had my second appointment, I had to read through each paragraph, and there's a bit where you write your initials in the boxes. Here, can you see? Basically just to confirm that you've read each section of the document and you kind of agree to it or whatever, I guess. And yeah, that basically covers quite a lot of things, a lot of different complications, things that could potentially go wrong, the risks involved. And I've also had to get a letter from my GP, signed letter, because basically I've got a heart condition, so it's just confirmation from her that I'm okay to kind of go ahead with my treatment. So I'm all organised. I've got my little booklet ready for Monday, so I'm going to be keeping you updated throughout my whole procedure. I'm going to do some filming on the day as well and just let you know how I'm feeling on the morning. I'm probably going to be shaking like a leaf. So yeah, I'll see you in part 2.